Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Penberlan Farm, where today we're doing some windrowing. We're going to do some baling as well. I have tedded the two grass fields that need to go into hay, and oh dear. I've tedded the two grass fields that need to go into hay, and we just need to roll these up and then we can grab the baler, make the hay bales, and get some silage bales on the go. Can't remember what colour wrap I'm using. I think it might be green. It's not pink, unusually enough for me, but we are going to be wrapping the bales. The silage bales, it will automatically wrap grass bales, it will not automatically wrap hay bales, which is particularly nice, so I can get the hay bales out and then the grass bales. And some people have been complaining that it automatically wraps grass bales. To those people I say, remember please that grass bales are completely useless in the game now. They will just not work with any feed mixer ever. So the only thing you can use them for is silage. So automatically wrapping the grass bales is a good thing. It saves a step. It saves some bother. I should point out that we will be using the baler wrapper, the combination baler that I love so much. And the Merge Maxx is just kind of a really good windrower that I genuinely like. There's very little trailing, so you pretty much drive over what you want to windrow. And it does it in a very nice and deep manner. Another bonus is it is very straight, so there's no wonky circular bits anywhere ever. So let's finish this field up real quick. I'm using the T6 today because I think this is the only tractor that can actually power everything that we want to use. That's this field windrowed up. Should mention, I've just literally within the last 20 minutes I have finished Sunday's stream and I'm already recording today's video. This afternoon's video, I honestly don't know what's going to happen to that. I'm hoping to get up early this morning. Hoping I got up early this morning so I can record that. I'm kind of in a bit of time pressure because my sister is leaving for Belgium at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I kind of need to have this video recorded as soon as is humanly possible because she's going to bed soon, so that she can be actually conscious for the flight to Belgium. Which is why I kind of ended the stream at 6 as opposed to 7, which I would prefer to end at 7. Not gonna lie, but that's why I was kind of finishing it in a bit of a rush. Could be argued. And that is because, honestly, I have to kind of do things in a bit of a rush today. I don't have the usual time available to me. If I did, I'd have eaten. So I've got my bottles of water surrounding me still. If you hear some plastic cracking noises, that's probably me drinking some water. This is obviously not going to be edited at all. I'm going to do my usual post-processing stuff, but I don't have time to record for an edited video. I am literally just doing this all in one take and hoping that it ends up as a decent video, because I genuinely don't have the time to do anything better than this. The bright side of having to finish recording early is it will mean I can make progress on my map and other projects. Those of you that don't know, I am working on a map. Slowly but surely it is coming together. With help, and I have to thank Tomx55 for showing me the pointing me in the right direction in terms of the place along spline script, item placey spliney script. He sent that to Sim to forward onto me, and oh my god, has that sped things up immensely. thanks also to Pedro for giving me some quite strong words of inspiration so that I actually do some work. This thing is going to need to be lowered, which means it needs to be unfolded, which means I've got to unfold it, reverse back, and I know this is going to be really awkward. I'm going to have to put this away in time, but this is going to just sit in the yard for now. I'll figure out somewhere to put it when the time is right, aka when I've done the other grass field that does still need to be even mowed. That might be something I do later tonight. But I am in... You know those days when you're just under pressure for time and you never get enough time to do what you want? This is one of those days. This is one of those days where it just all goes like, oh yes, I've got to do this, and this, and I have time to only do 3 of these things. I'm still trying to do everything I want to, because the video I kind of see as a necessity, in a way. This is barely even picking... I wonder, is that actually picking up the grass? Or the hay, I should say. It is hay now. I'm hoping it is, because otherwise that'll be very awkward. I might need to do some XML tweaking and get that field there, which is quite large, which I wouldn't mind getting. That'd be good for pit silage, because I do want to try out the silage pits also. I do love this baler. The fact that it just, you can choose when to unload it once you've got a bale on the back is amazing. Because I can bring this bale pretty much the length of the field if I really wanted to. Heck, I could bring it back to the yard and unload it there. What's going to be the most convenient way for me to unload this? I'm actually going to hope that I'm aiming this right. I'm going to try and get it rolling downhill towards the yard and not out of the map. We got 2 bales on the roll now. Hopefully going to go where I want them to. Down towards the main yard. Even though it's going to be in a field that I don't own. I don't mind that as long as they're somewhere reasonably convenient. This is the downside of round bales and hills. And, the hedges do not have the bullet bill bale collision script on them. I still need to figure out how he did that. Because that'd be kind of cool-ish. I prefer full collisions, but if the next best thing is bale-only collisions and header collisions, which is a bit odd, then that's what I can do. You know, I can do that. Please stop before you go through the second hedge. That'd be incredibly inconvenient if you went through the second hedge. You're stopping before the second hedge. Awesome. These bales can theoretically come out here and not cause too much of an issue. It looks lovely with the 2 bales back to back like that. That's what you'd see a lot. Maybe not with hay, but definitely with silage bales, you'd see them paired up like that. And we will be going into the silage field after this. A field that is still quote-unquote wet grass, I guess. And we'll be baling that into silage. Because we are kind of rushing really quickly towards cows. As quickly as I can get 2 cows, I will get 2 cows. Because I want to muck out the cow pen, quite honestly. Come on, there we go. It's 4,000 litres. Unload bale 1. Bale 2 will now come out of the chamber. Go onto that thing. And bale 2 can now be unloaded. And we can just drive off as if nothing was ever in the baler in the first place. It's gonna make it a lot easier to collect up bales. as well with this method. And that's why I'm using it. This is a method that real farmers in the real world use, is putting the bales back to back, because it's easier to unload the baler. It's easier to load up the bales afterwards. When they're all back to back to back to back like this. Especially if you're using something like the Ursus bale stacker, the round bale stacker, because you know, you basically pull up to the two bales. And I'm gonna try and clean up this area. Can I do this with the baler? Yes, I can. Sweet. Very, very good indeed. So as I've said in the streams, the bathroom is now finished. It has in fact been finished since last Thursday. Last Friday I kind of lied to you guys and took the day off just for the sake of taking the day off. I could have streamed, I really could have, but I didn't see the point in doing 3 streams in the week. I didn't see the point in coming on here and setting up all the map for stream when there wasn't really a stream's worth of work to be done. But there will be a stream on Wednesday on here. Thursday's stream I'm keeping a secret. I have hinted that it's going to be something a bit different. Thursday's stream is going to be something a bit different. Friday's stream will also be on here. Saturday and Sunday will be the usual multiplayer on Kleinhau. So, streaming is going to get a slightly revamped schedule. Primarily because of the addition of this map and what I'm going to be doing on Thursday. But by and large it's the same days, just different items on each day. There we go. And the times will remain the same. For those of you who might be wondering, it'll be 5 till 7 GMT on the weekdays, and 2 till 6 at the weekends. Because they are the times that suit me the best. Bestestest. And there may be some surprise streams, not anytime soon, but maybe when the new microphone arrives. When the Blue Yeti arrives, I might do some... I'll be doing some test recordings tonight, in private. That will never be on the channel, but I'll be doing some tests, audio tests. And I might be able to do some late night streaming at just random points as well. So I might be able to go outside of my usual comfort zone and do some streams and maybe even record some videos at night, because I won't have to speak as loudly. The mic I'm using at the moment is dying quite badly, quite quickly, which is why I've also got a cheapo Chinese mic on the go. I will also, just for funsies, do a comparison video between the Blue Yeti, which is what Landy Kid uses, and Banky, and a lot of people use, and the cheapo Chinese mic, which cost me, I think, €13, including shipping from China on eBay. So that'll be a very interesting comparison video, especially for me and for people who are wanting to get into YouTube. You know, does money really buy a better mic? And knowing my luck, the cheapo Chinese mic will be really well made. Because you can occasionally get really lucky and get really cheap mics that sound really quite nice. Like the mic I'm using right now. It was relatively cheap. It was about £60 when I bought it. And in the microphone world, the magical world of YouTube, that is rather cheap. Considering the Blue Yeti costs me $160. Or $163 or something dollars, or about €160. That's quite the large difference in terms of price. And there should be a difference in quality as a result of that price difference. There will definitely be an increase in quality. Because, number one, the Blue Yeti's going to be brand new and won't be dying. Number two, I will be able to set my room up to suit the Blue Yeti quite easily, in theory. And, you know, it won't have to be turned up almost to full volume all the time. So let's get started on this silage baling. This is probably what you all came for, is silage baling, silage baling. See this thing really go fully in action. The bale's coming out, it's going to get wrapped immediately. There we go. Oh, that's different. There we go. That is a very realistic sounding wrap animation, my bob. Really nice sounds on the wrapping there. Although the end of it does sound like a really wet fart. So let's get bale 2 out of the chamber. We will just sit here while it wraps and watch. So, has it somehow missed a bit? Is this bale glitched? Nope. And we'll unload this now as well. Continue on as if there's... Stop. Continue on as if there was never a bale in here in the first place. So that's why a lot of farmers use baler wrappers, combi balers. It's because it's... You know, you only have to stop half as much. You have to stop very quickly when the first bale is ready. Just to allow it to hop out into the chamber. And this is a one tractor deal. There's no sitting around waiting for the second bale to... sitting around waiting for the first bale to wrap while you wait, while you drive over to the second bale. It is literally the first bale wraps while you make the second bale. This is a lot more efficient in terms of machinery. Maybe not cost efficient, because a bale wrapper and a baler you can probably get reasonably cheap individually. But in terms of, I want to use the most, I want to do the most jobs with the least pieces of equipment possible. This is probably what you're wanting. Let's just roll forward a small bit here. I'm even liking the texturing we've done to the bales. I don't know maybe if they'd be as light, as the green bales I've seen have all been rather bright green, but this is green wrap I'm using. Now, I've been told that the pink wrap is spectacularly pink, and I will probably actually move on to black wrap in time. Because living in Ireland, it is the most common colour of wrap. It allows extra heat in, because Ireland is a very cold country. It allows extra heat in during the winter, and basically just preserves heat better than the likes of white wrap, which is usually used in warmer countries, just to keep the heat out. Because in warmer countries the worry is that you'll denature the bacteria and everything in there by allowing the bale to get too hot. Whereas in colder countries the worry is that it won't ferment because it'll be too cold. So you got two sides of the same coin really. You've got a heat issue and it's just a case of how you want to solve it. That is a really odd way of wrapping, that it rolls the bale like that. I find that incredibly odd. It's probably true to life, but it just seems incredibly odd. We are making good progress through the field if I actually pick up all the grass. And you can see that it does look nice with the two bales stacked side by side. kind of half dotted around the field, but at the same time they're definitely, you know, they're in positions where they're going to be relatively easy to pick up. Ooh, you madman, why would you decide that was a good idea? This is not going to be a fun unload, because this is going to be right at the top of this hill. That's predicted right at the top of the hill, which means I need to kind of aim in this kind of direction. So I'm trying to get them to roll down into the hedge. Not the hedge, the fence line over here as opposed to the hedge line over there. If I can at all. Although they will probably end up down in that dip. There's a kind of a dip area. I do like the way the knives look. Giants have really put a lot of effort into making this as detailed as they possibly can. Which is kind of astounding. How far in does the... oh, that goes right into the bale chamber. The particle system... that's a thing that you sometimes do when you're looking at balers, because I know the square baler does this. The particle system sometimes will just stop at the top of the thing. And stop at the pickup. Sometimes, rarely, they will go into the bale chamber itself. You can see that the round bale is in fact formed as you go. It is always going to be a bale, and mysteriously it's always wrapped. It's always wrapped with net. But it is kind of, it grows inside the chamber like it would in real life, which is always a nice little bit of detail that's maybe unnecessary, but definitely nice. Gotta be careful of where this decides to come to a stop. Just roll forward slowly. There you go, that's stopped that bale. Some of these animations are a bit janky because of the way the plastic wrap spawns onto the bale, but I mean, I can't really knock it too much. I really like this baler. This is my new favorite baler. This is my new favorite piece of Giants made equipment, I think. Just because it does exactly what I've been wanting in Farm Sim for quite a while, as a combination baler wrapper that is very solid and doesn't have any weird quirks, like is insanely heavy or something like the Kuhn Ultima by BM Modding. Now, this could of course be made better by having net and wrap that you got to refill periodically. That's the only thing I can really see to improve on this. Because what it does now is basically all it needs to do is it makes a bale and wraps a bale, and makes a bale and wraps a bale, and allows you to offload the wrapped bales whenever you like, or hold a straw or hay bale on the back of the, you know, on a little platform at the back until you want to unload it. This is realistically all you want out of a baler, out of a combi baler. Please don't roll off, please don't roll off, please don't roll off, you're rolling off. Stop rolling off. You're headed towards a wall, that's fine. So I'm gonna have a quick drink of water. I've just noticed we're 25 minutes into the video, well 24-ish minutes into the video. We'll be calling it a video soon, as I have something in my throat for some reason. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to be calling this a video soon, because as I said, I'm kind of limited for time, and I don't like my videos being too long at the same time. You know, I think I've got a reasonable amount done. We've done some windrowing, we've done some baling, we've done some wrapping, we've done some talking about baling and wrapping and windrowing. So I think I'm going to call this a video here, and I'll finish this baling today, off camera. I will be back this evening hopefully, fingers crossed, with another roleplay video on Old Streams Farm. I've got some plans for that map that I don't know if I can do right now. Can't remember what exactly the plan for the next video was, so I have to think of that and figure out if I can do it. But I will leave you by saying I've been Rainbow Dave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Penberlan Farm. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button on your way out, and please don't forget to subscribe and comment on all that good stuff to the channel. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.